heard your cries, Googan Nation, but too much of a good thing is bad for your health. So we're only doing this once a week. Buckle up, baby. It's time for E.T.N, which henceforth and forevermore will mean every Tuesday now. Covered by Universal Roof and Contracting. The difference is Universal on 1010XL.
In an effort to get a better draw for next week's E.T.N, I am considering tanking today's event, only to make sure that 2021 is a flawless championship success. But
interesting.
Don't do it, Jeff.
It's against my nature. I can't.
We can't afford
it was an idle
a rebuilding year.
Yeah. Thank you.
DJ is our guest Googan judge for playing along. Before we welcome to the show, Beef, what's he taking home?
DJ is going to get hooked up with a $25 gift certificate to Winn-Dixie. Score more savings in the Winn-Dixie app. Download today for winning deals, your mystery bonus points multiplier coupons, and more. Winn-Dixie, it's a win-win.
All right, DJ, how you doing?
I'm doing good, guys. I'm going to take that Winn-Dixie gift card and have a barbecue today for the Marlins game against the Braves tonight.
Oh, no. I see what's happening here.
Oh, no, super fish fan DJ.
No, that's it. That's fair.
Well, DJ probably hates both your teams.
I mean,
this is fair.
What are you talking about? We've had Braves fans on the last 3 weeks.
No,
Can we
it's
get
not
some
true.
love?
No, we had 1 week, and you've already started with dissemination of information that is false and slanderous.
How many times do I hear "Go Braves" on the way out?
One time. You heard it one time.
Well,
that's
more
how
than
many.
once.
I'll answer it for you once.
Glad to have DJ here.
Anyway, no one hates the Marlins like you, so maybe that'll balance.
Well, there you go.
100%.
100%.
Project Wolverine.
Yeah.
DJ's ready.
Shall we?
Round one.
Round one, we enter game week. Obviously, a lot of, posturing from the organization as far as how they feel about the 53-man roster. If you read the room with the fan base, they don't feel great about it. So, I don't know. I'm going to ask you guys, is reasons for confidence as we head into game week?
Reasons for confidence?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an offense that I think has potential, especially in the passing game, to be very good. Now, look, this is it. Dave Caldwell said famously now that he doesn't consider this a rebuild. I got news for you. There's going to be a big rebuild next year if this offensive line doesn't play a year where they look like they're as good as they are when they're over-complimented. So you have an offensive line that's been together. You should have some cohesion there. There's some talent on that line. You have a quarterback who is desperately trying to emerge one more year into his own as a solidified starter. And you have a lot of weapons in the pass game, particularly young ones that people are excited about. So I think the most optimistic take that you can have on this football team is that they'll be fun to watch and score a lot of points.
I don't think the Jags are going to win, but if you want reasons for confidence, there's one huge reason. The last time you played a meaningful football game was against this team, the Indianapolis Colts, and you hung 38 on them, and you won the game in a season of despair 1 season ago in the same building that you're playing in. So deja vu all over again. I guess that would give you reason for confidence. We played these guys. We beat these guys. We beat these guys the last time we played right here. Let's go win.
Winner Jeff, Colts are going to kill us, man.
Round two.
I saw the simulation we were talking about. Did you see the opener they put? It's just like the Chiefs game. Colts 34, Jags 7. Oh, how bad will that be on Monday if that's how it goes? Yuck.
Round two.
Get ready.
Seems like the last of the free agent dominoes fell over the weekend as the Titans added one more, and Jadeveon Clowney. Seems like it came down to a 2-horse race.
Yeah.
Are you surprised it took that long, and are you surprised less teams were involved there at the end with Clowney, considering his resume?
Well, listen. I'll say something that I heard our friend Pete Prisco say. Name and game. Sometimes the name is bigger than the game. Sometimes your game is bigger than your name. And listen, if Jadeveon Clowney was the real deal. If Jadeveon Clowney was the real deal, they would have signed him. Teams would have been lining up. Teams love pass rushers, man. He had 3 sacks last year in Seattle. Seattle needs a pass rusher. They didn't sign. They offered him $10 million. So I'm not saying he's a bad football player. Jadeveon Clowney is a good football player. He's not a great football player, hence that's why it took so long.
Beef, could you repeat the question, please?
Are you surprised that it took this long and that it ended up being just a couple clubs really interested in Jadeveon Clowney at the end?
Well, in fairness, I think there's probably about 10, 12 clubs that are interested in Jadeveon Clowney, and I'm not super surprised because athletes often outshoot their potential when it comes to a salary. And Jadeveon Clowney went into this thing. Remember, it was $22 million. Then it was he'll take 20. Then it will take 18. He turned down, I think I remember this 15 from some other team, a month and a half ago. And you get down, to cases, and guess what? Sunday, the season opener. So it's time to sign somewhere. And $15 million for a year, I think's pretty good business for Jadeveon Clowney, considering some of the stuff that Hick just said.
Winner Dan on that one.
Round 3.
Thank you, DJ. It's
Thank
great
you.
to be on the board and looking forward to 2 more points in
You did it.
Fireball celebration.
Round 3, shifting gears
Calling my shot.
to the hardwood, where tonight potential elimination action as the Bucks with their backs against the wall down 3-1 to Miami. It's caused a lot of people to kind of put the Bucks under a microscope. Did the Bucks get exposed a little bit? Were they maybe a little overrated, or is this just all Miami's gumption?
All right, Beef, I'm sorry. Question. Do it to me again.
I mean, what now?
Yes,
No,
go ahead. I think we need the audience to really grasp this question. I thought Hicken was first.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
The Bucks and Heat play tonight. Miami's up 3-1, elimination game.
Yeah.
People are looking critically at the Bucks as maybe being exposed, overrated. Maybe Budenholzer isn't as good as people think he is. Or is this just more Miami's just the better team?
Yeah, no, this is a huge, colossal choke by the Milwaukee Bucks. And, yeah, if they do lose to the Heat, then, yeah, they're all overrated, including a guy that I want to pull the reins on a little bit that I get pushback from everyone every time we do, and that's Giannis. Explain to me how Giannis plays 3 games, they're down 3-0, and then misses a game, and it's 3-1. Explain that to me. Tell me the last time Jordan or LeBron or any other great player went out and his team won instead of losing. Nah, can't think of one. So, yeah, I think this will expose the Milwaukee Bucks as incredibly overrated. And the window, by the way, gets slammed shut with this loss to the Heat.
Yeah, Milwaukee's not winning the series. That's pretty obvious. And they are overrated. They're overrated all around Giannis. But 2 things. 1, let's give the Heat a little bit of credit, man. Okay, come on, man. I mean, listen, Eric Spoelstra has been grinding down there with Pat the Rat for a long time, and those 2 guys know how to build winners, and they've done it again, and they've found the right pieces, and, Jimmy Buckets has been a wonderful addition, and Dragic plays well, and Hero can shoot threes. I mean, so let's give the Heat some credit. It's not fair, and let's not tear down Giannis, who's averaging 25.5, 12.2 rebounds, and 5 assists a game in the playoffs, as being overrated. So those would be the 2 things that I would argue. Give the Heat some credit, but the Heat are winning the series. That's a done deal.
I like Jeff on that one. The Bucks remind me of the Hawks a few years ago, except for they have Giannis. But,
right, you're right.
I like Jeff
Breach.
on that one.
Breach.
Round 4.
I tried to run with the let's give the Heat some credit thought, thinking DJ might be a Heat fan.
I knew exactly what you were doing.
I
think DJ
sadly
did too.
was incorrect on that.
Round 4,
Now
guys.
I'm in a pickle again, but that's okay. I look forward to the victory, the rally of the 2 points that much more.
Shift gears
I'm still calling my shot.
over to Major League Baseball.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Dan, I know you're excited about what's going on in New York with your club. Meanwhile, on the other side of
club's
town,
dead. Yes.
the other
Oh,
New
boy.
York team
Yes.
is they're not
Oh, my
dead,
God.
but they're scuffling. They're struggling. So, what is the a team that was one of the World Series favorites going into the season? Level of concern for the Bombers.
DEFCON 1, gang, for the Bombers. This is they're tumbling, and maybe it's a little bit just in this respect. Since the mighty New York Yankees, the rich, giant, wealthy, money-making New York Yankees furloughed a bunch of guys, they are 5-14. So just desserts for you Bombers on that situation right there. You can't do that to your employees. You're the New York freaking Yankees, man. That was uncool. And listen, we're all taking delight in watching the Yankees slide. Keep sliding. Their bullpen stinks, and they're all beat up and hurt. And I don't know when those guys are getting back. It may be too late. They're barely hanging on right now to one playoff spot.
Look, it's all about the injuries there, and you're not playing with Aaron Judge, you're not playing with Giancarlo Stanton, you're not playing with Gleyber Torres for a long time. Sanchez can't hit, you've had to bench him, and you're pitching, quite frankly, Garrett Cole has been a huge letdown. The Yankees would be fine if the guy they paid $35, $40 million to play a game every 6 days would do his part. But Garrett Cole's not doing his part. And you could thank the Atlanta Braves, I guess, for knocking the invincibility off of him. But he's been bad 4 starts in a row. And when you're playing a 60-game schedule and you're down to the last 30 games, 4 starts in a row is like pitching bad 12 starts in a row. So the Yankees would have been fine. And if they had spent $40 million in a few extra areas, then maybe they still would be fine. But without that murderer's row, and with Garrett Cole pitching like, Jose Urena, then this is what's going to happen.
Ooh, shots.
Winner Dan on that one, man. The Yankees, they spent so much money, they shouldn't have any excuses about injury. So winner Dan on
Let's
that
do
one.
this. Let's go. Round 5.
Welcome to round 5, and prepare to die.
Jeez.
Wow.
Things just got
Yikes.
ratcheted
The
up.
stakes.
Boom.
Stakes everywhere.
Wow.
I hope the Yankees missed the playoffs. Wouldn't that be
Well,
awesome?
that'd be great.
awesome.
Especially if it's the Orioles that slip in
Yeah.
and knock 'em out. Could you imagine? Be more. Lastly,
Astros
guys,
have that same 21-20 record. They're just lucky to be in a worse division.
lastly, guys, round 5. Jeff, you mentioned the ESPN preview of the NFL season where they went through. I know you guys will go in depth into that later on the program. No surprise they had the Jaguars having a bad season. Will the Vegas over-under, the win total, change now that the final 53 is out for this club, or will it hold tight at where it was, which if I'm not wrong here, is 4.5?
Listen, the NFL doesn't go lower than 4.5 in Vegas. You can't. I mean, it's too hit or miss. Look, this is our last week for Blind Hope, gang. Let's take advantage of it. It's the last year before the stark reality slaps you in the face Sunday afternoon with a 93-degree right-hand cross, okay? So for now, let's just revel in the National Football League and the parody that it presents to even the vagabonds this time of year, that perhaps we hop in the limo and we drive off to success. So, no, you can't go any lower than 4. And quite frankly, as bad as they are with the 16-game schedule and the up-and-down nature, 4's probably about right.
I hate to steal this one from you, Jeff, but DJ, you and I both know in Vegas, with this year Jaguar edition, if Vegas could go lower than 4.5, this would be the team that they would do it with. My gosh, how bad are they going to be? Oh, no, DJ, no! Take for Trevor!
Absolutely. Winner Dan.
Yeah!
I'm just counting it on Jeff before this W tonight. Go Marlins.
Let's go!
I told you the fix
Let's
was on.
drink!
It's so obvious.
Come on!
Everyone out there sees what just happened,
Woo!
and that's fine.
Jeff, you want some?
You take it, losers. Keep it to yourself.
Beef, you got a little hitter?
I just got done in by 2 guys that like to lose.
You
They
want a
want to
little
lose,
hitter?
ladies and gentlemen.
Let's do this up. Chug-a-lug-a-lug-a-lug.
Sending that your way.
Here we go.
Sawgrass all over again.
Fireball. Ooh.
My God.
Wow. Wow.
Wow, and one to grow on.
Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready.